Just poking around, figuring out where to go. That's where we just were a moment ago. That was Godoy. Like, go to Washington's room. I've checked the floor. That's Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. I think Washington was like on this side. I guess there's a map, right? Wait, what? Desrochers, Godoy, Bonaparte, Peru, Tower Room, Volney, Adams. Oh, are just the ones I've been in before lit up though? That may have not been in Washington's room before. It's hard to remember. I've interacted with him a lot. I think I might even at one point chosen between his room and someone else's. This next room is one I haven't been in yet. Yep, there it is. But is he in here? Or is this yet another place I can just like poke around in? Because if that's the case, then where the hell's Washington?
A map of Connecticut.
A map of Connecticut.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage. I understand your reluctance of playing with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
I understand your reluctance to play with fire. Is there a year on this thing? Probably, but not legible. Ever since I found that that code, now I'm always wondering what the sources are for some of these things. Looking for like anachronisms, but some of these images are so blurry that I can't even begin to try to look for stuff.
Locked. The president's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, he can't go without it. Ah, there's also a letter.
Seems like everyone has a medications chest. Dear Mr. President, I am returning my answer as quickly as I can. We already spoke about it before you left, but I note that things have not improved. I urge you to follow my advice and stop taking laudanum immediately. I'm already looking for a substitute, but I am afraid you won't wait. Your excessive consummation is a danger of definitively impairing your chances of securing your next mandate. Your addiction is jeopardizing the exercise of your office and duties, my friend. I regret I see no other solution but to stop your daily intake. Yours sincerely, Dr. W. Thornton. Amber. How am I doing on Amber? That's like 3, right? Yep. Nothing else in there? Drugs. Oh, elixir. Don't even have a use for that right now. Hello.
A map of Vermont.
How personalized are these rooms for each person? It's like some next level stuff, to the extent to which each place seems to be themed. Does he swap everything out for each person every time they visit? Like recustomize the room for the incoming guest, or is this always Washington's room every time he comes here? I'm forced to believe the first one because people are claiming that the reason why there's a lack of diversity is that this is an American-oriented thing, which on some level I'm like, why is there only one American representative then? But still, they're claiming the lack of diversity is because of the fact that this is a very Western-oriented deal, and that's why these people were invited and other people might be invited in other situations. But did they re-customize the entire room for each one? Because these rooms are customized for each of the people that are here, and that seems odd. If there's only so much mansion left, right? Like there's nowhere else to put the new people if different people are invited at different times.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Damn it. It's a real bummer whenever I do something like that and the thing there is something I can't pick up. Again. Okay. I'm overdrugged again. Where was that golden elixir? Oh, wait, was that in this room? I don't remember. I think that was the previous room. Oh well. I always find this stuff. We're good. Everything's fine.
A map of Vermont.
Or was that it? No, that was it. There was also one in the other room, I think. A map of Massachusetts.
A map of Massachusetts.
You're shipping out to Boston?
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
They say if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. Oh, a key. Huh. I assume that key is either going to come up in a story moment, or it's used to unlock something I've already opened. Because he won't pick it up. Dude, you have a lot of chests. I keep thinking I see things to pick up, but it's just like the little metal reflections on these objects. Little sheens. Royal jelly, there we go. Filled right back up. At this point I'm thinking that this guy needs deeper pockets, apparently.
Portrait of George Washington.
Yeah, completely identical, obviously. No visible differences of any kind. Can't go on the balcony, huh? What's up with that? So it seems I'm free to explore this area, and Washington's not even here. So I guess no one's on this entire floor. Except the one guy that's trashing his house. Trashing his apartment. Or is this him?
Louis? What are you doing in my room?
I mean, could we just... What? Why? Oh, be direct. That's the one. Probably. I'm like, why don't we just say I came here to meet you, specifically. That was the whole point. But it's like, wrong room. I heard a burglar. Flatter him. Oh well. It's a confrontation. I should try to win it. That's how these go. Mr. Washington. He's immune to politics. That's all I know so far. Well, I'm all full up, so I might as well just use it again.
As I walked by your room, I noticed the door was open. I wanted to check that no one had gone in.
And what is the outcome of your investigation, Inspector de Richet?
Go ahead. Laugh it off. I didn't see anyone, Mr. President.
Splendid. All is safe and sound. Well, since you're here, can I get you something to drink?
No thank you, Mr. President.
As you wish. Well, Louis, it's getting late, and this is not my first conference, so let's get straight to the point. You are here to motivate me to change sides.
I have decided not to follow Mortimer.
I noticed. Every man must make his own choice. What can we say? That's the political game. And you did not commit to supporting Mortimer, so there's nothing for you to feel bad about. So what can I do for you?
You are a laughingstock. That would not work on him.
President Washington, I regret that my situation is contrary to yours, especially as I really do respect you.
Me too, Louis. Let us not mix business and emotion.
Understood. I've just come from a meeting with Sir Gregory and his supporters. They are all rallying against Mortimer's project.
That is to be expected.
Great Britain, the Kingdom of Spain and Sicily, the Kingdom of Prussia, the Holy Empire, the Kingdom of Portugal, of Bohemia, and of Hungary.
I know, Louis, I know. The coalition against France also gives me cause for concern. I'm certainly not saying that on paper Mortimer's plan seems very viable. Anyway, you haven't really said what you wanted to say. Tell me, Louis, what have you come here to sell me?
You should join home.
And why would I do that?
Shake his faith to Mortimer. How do we feel about that? It's etiquette. I have nothing to go on there, right? Where is... oh, journal. I keep accidentally skipping past it. It's just... all we know is politics. It could be a trap. And my thing ran out just in time. Of course it did. Could also blackmail him. What if he's immune to etiquette? I could always spend another one, but it's a real bummer to spend two in the same conversation. But last time I thought that, I ran directly into somebody's immunity. Whereas I could just blackmail him over the laudanum, but then that's like making an enemy of him, isn't it? Yeah.
This type of meeting might be familiar to you, but for me, I must admit, Mr. President, it's all a bit over my head.
It's only natural, Louis. But you are managing rather well for a first-timer. You've chosen the wrong allies, that's all.
I hope my mother doesn't hold it against me if I made a mistake. Anyway, if Lord Mortimer does succeed, it would be no mean feat. Did he tell you what he would gain from it?
What do you mean?
Well, Mortimer's plan has been meticulously prepared for many years, I imagine.
Of that you can be sure.
It's only natural, and his plan leaves nothing to chance.
No, that's what...
He never commits his own fortune, let alone his reputation, since you're the one who takes center stage here.
In fact...
Whether he wins or loses, everything is arranged so that he comes out of it intact.
Yes,
You've got to hand it to him, though. He's a master at putting together a plan which puts himself at no risk.
That's true. Don't worry, you can trust him.
Of course. I'll bet he's invested in a river transport company on the Mississippi or somewhere like that.
It's true I had never thought about what he might have to gain. Tell me what Sir Gregory has to offer that I don't already have with Lord Mortimer.
Conviction. He's not immune to it. Oh boy. Getting expensive here.
You are a man of conviction, Mr. President. You would never make a choice that could cost the American people very dearly. If Mortimer falls, he will bring the United States down with him. Haven't the American people suffered enough?
I would never do anything that would put my people in danger.
Exactly. Therefore, choose your allies wisely, sir.
I must admit, your arguments do make sense, Louis. Louis, you convinced me. I congratulate you for your performance, because I didn't think it could happen.
I merely exposed the facts to you.
Don't spoil everything with your false modesty now. You really were very good, and that's that. In any case, I shall follow you on this one. This may well arouse Lord Mortimer's wrath, but I must put the United States before anything else. Have we finished, Louis?
Absolutely, Mr. President. I shan't keep you any longer. Allow me to take my leave.
Good night, Louis. Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a very big day.
Well, that's one thing out of the way.
Ah.
The only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Ah. They just teleported me out with no transition. That was a little jarring. Alright, so... that went well. I didn't even have to blackmail him or anything. George feels kind of simple in this game, doesn't he? Like, he just doesn't seem to be that much of a strategist the way that he should be. I feel like maybe I should check around the house a little bit more. I haven't really encountered anybody else. Although I don't know if I can get anywhere interesting, really. I believe I already tried going upstairs and it was blocked, but I could try going out the front door too. I'm gonna double check the upstairs real quick to see if I'm allowed. George said he said, I will admit I did not consider what he might have to gain. Really? He's orchestrating all of this in his mansion and doing all this, and you didn't consider that he might have something to gain? Like, he's expending resources just by setting up this meeting in the first place, and he clearly has an agenda, and why would somebody have an agenda for any... like, you could at least... I mean, some people do things just to help or something, but the idea that it's for personal gain should really register somewhere.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
We can't go out there.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Oh, I don't have things to take from him. Dang it. That's the guest floor, just like where I am right now. Library, portrait gallery, I got a few options. I apparently can't go outside to the entrance. This game regularly will be like, you could have found something if you tried harder, whenever I end chapters, so I'm trying to be a little more thorough here. I find it in particularly questionable. Like, I can wander into everybody's rooms and no one's in them. So now I'm just wondering, like, are they all out here? Wandering about, showing up places? Huh, it's a little bit of... That looks odd a little bit, doesn't it? There's so many butterflies. So many butterflies. Someone in the library? In the library with the Atris book that references Atris? Seriously, where are y'all? You're not in your rooms. Come out, wherever you are. Are you in the garden? Let's back up to the guest room. The Great Conclave Chamber. This is the garden access. This might be all for moot. Oh?
Golden elixir.
Hey, I refound something on accident. Neat. Can I walk through the walls again? Not this time. That was such a moment of like, am I insane? When last time I suddenly could walk through the walls again after I started off not being able to walk through the walls, then suddenly I could, and I was like, wait a minute, was I able to do this the whole time and somehow didn't notice? Am I crazy? I felt crazy. But much to my surprise, no. It just temporarily became a glitch and then it went away. Can I go back down here where Mother was seen last? I'd very much like to have a talk with her where she explains all sorts of things better than she has been. Really? Why can't I go down there? I clearly can. I have mixed feelings at times about this game's core design. Because they give you the ability to freely roam around, right? But then they turn around and like block you from going to several places, but there's no in-game reason you can't go that way. That it's just they just don't let you go that way. The activation point for going that way just doesn't work. And it's often places that you kind of have reason to try to go to. I'm gonna go back out of the maze. It's easier to navigate outside than inside if I want to go to a particular spot. There's often... Oh, can I not go this way? There's often no in-universe explanation for why you can't go a certain way. And in the cases like this, like, I should really want to try to find my mother again and have a talk with her. So we can, like, actually get more information. Like, she rushed me out earlier because I had to get to the meeting. But now that the meeting is over, surely we can talk now? If she is there, she might have moved somewhere else. But I can't even take a look. Wasn't there a body down there? Because that should be a concern, too. I can check out the conclave chamber to see if anyone's back in there. Nope. Can't go in the conclave chamber. Seems that everyone just kind of disappeared. I kind of thought the game would have like the sense of continuity to put them all somewhere. But I've been virtually everywhere, I think, and there's been no sign of most of the characters. But there are just arbitrary spots they don't let you through, so maybe in there. But I've been in like 5 characters' bedrooms, which is significant. Every time I move forward with the story, I'm just kind of indecisive and nervous just because of the fact that the game keeps saying I missed something, and I'm like, which part was I supposed to free roam? Crap. Wait, this is my room, was it? Whoops. Right. Ooh, I think there was a golden elixir in here, though. Oh. My golden elixirs are full again? Guess so. Did I walk past it? I did. Whoops. It was the one in the middle.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, congratulations on choosing Sir Gregory this evening. You surprised me. I wasn't expecting it.
Why, Emily? Can't you read me like an open book?
Not as well as you read me, it would seem.
I think that her sister's here. I don't know, she's still looking for Emma, right? I'm kind of figuring, because she's so perfectly poised in the doorway like that, I'm thinking that Emily is currently distracting me while Emma or somebody else, like, goes through my stuff, basically. I think I just fell for a distraction.
I'll teach you if you'd like.
There's nothing. I'd like more.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Still nothing. And you? Any news of your sister?
No, but knowing her, I'm persuaded she's on someone's trail. You'll see. She'll surprise us all.
If only you knew, Emily. You're right. We must remain positive. I'm sure it won't be long before she turns up.
My thoughts too. She is Duchess Hillsborough after all.
And as such, she is capable of anything.
I am sure that you'll appreciate her. You'll see.
No doubt about that.
And it might turn out that you prefer her to me. Who knows?
Rest assured, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sure she's very nice, but there is only one Emily Hillsborough.
We shall see. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
They weren't even touching.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him.
He looks like he can be trusted.
Why isn't he with us? He was opposed to Mortimer.
I'll wait and see. I'm still not sure of his position.
And Duchess Hillsborough, why isn't she here?
She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her.
What are we going to do about Washington?
He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king.
Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim.
He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. I have asked Monsieur de Richet to approach him. Let us have faith in him. I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
Yet he is Mortimer's strong arm in France.
He knows his time has come, and I believe he is intelligent enough to realize it means he is no longer any use to Mortimer. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Does he know when I'm doing that? Does Holm know about that ability? What do you know? Also, why isn't he with us? Didn't you tell me to go talk to Washington and not tell me to come to you?
Are you there?
I wasn't there because you didn't invite me, I don't think.
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.